Hi, this week's Take and Go project is a fishtail macrame keychain. In your packet you will find the D-ring keychain or lanyard keychain, 3 long pieces of cord, and 1 shorter piece. The shorter piece will be your wrapping cord, which will be used later in the project. I'm going to set it aside for now. You'll start with the long pieces of the cord, and you will want to have them folded over at approximately the same length, and you'll start off by attaching them to the keychain, and you will attach them using a lark's head knot. So that's a fairly simple knot. We made a separate video showing how to make this knot, but if you missed it, you just make a loop over the bar here and push the cord through the loop, pull it through, and this is what will attach the cord to the keychain itself. So I will do that with each piece, make sure they're at the right length. So once you have the 3 cords, or actually now it's a set of 6, as you can see, on the keychain, it's time to make the diagonal double half hitch knots. We also made a video that you can access on both our Facebook page and our YouTube site for making these double half hitch knots on a diagonal. It is also a fairly simple knot. For this project, you'll make it from 2 separate directions. You'll start on your left and work right. To start with, you'll make this loop into a U, go under the cord with the outer cord. And there's the first half. Take the outer cord again on the inner cord, same action. And start. Now for this project, we then go to the other side and repeat the action. So I'm going to take the outer cord once again, loop it into a U, go under, tighten. The cords do like to shimmy up the side. You can tape them or pin them to a board if you like to keep them steady, rather than fight with them like I am here. Then again, take the second to the third cord. When you're ready for your final row, you're going to make 1 diagonal half hitch to the right. Then you'll hold this first cord and the second cord and tie a diagonal double hitch knot over this cord. what this does is it will help stabilize the knot at the base of the cord. We'll then do the same thing on the other side. Once you finish that final row, you're ready for your wrapping knot. This will keep all of these cords together. So you'll create a U with your cord, and here, this wrapping cord, and tie this underneath. And again, you're going to have quite a bit more cord than you actually need. And so, put those together, and then wrap this end around 4 times tightly. At least 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go an extra row or 2 if you like to have a little extra. After you go 4 times through, you send the end through the loop, and then after you pull this through the loop, you pull the cord at the top. As it starts to go through, you do not want to pull it all the way. Maybe about halfway, but don't pull it all the way out the top. Just enough to keep it in there snug. That will keep it fairly tight together. You can see that there. You can then trim these top and bottom cords and then wrap them as well as you can into this knotting here. Or in the case of this lower one, since we are going to be making the fishtail with it, you can actually let it be part of the fishtail. But this one I'm going to cut and tuck into this piece of cording here. So there you can see we have the wrapping knot done, and we're ready to go on to our next step. Our next step is actually making the fishtail shape. So it's going to involve unraveling and combing and brushing and trimming all this thread. Now, I don't want to trim this too much to start, but I do know I don't need a tail quite this long, so I am going to trim these a little bit because I don't need to unwind all this thread. Okay, so you can use a brush or a fine tooth comb and just start to work on getting those threads loose so it's all untwisted, unbraided, and ready to go. Once you've untwisted all of the threads from those bottom cords, you can start to trim and brush out the tail of for your fishtail or mermaid keychain. You'll want to cut something of an angle here, and you'll probably want to start lower and trim frequently, because you might find that you don't always cut exactly right the first time. It's easier to take more away than to add more later, which obviously we can't do. So, see, when I brushed, I have odd little strings, and I need to trim. And so, we'll brush that out a little more. It's a bit like trimming errant bangs. And you just need to go over it again and again until you get it exactly how you would like it to be. Once you've trimmed the tail and have it just how you like it, you're all done with the project. Enjoy the keychain and have fun.